What's going on, guys? Gerald the Collector here. Thanks so much for joining me on this video. We got a very exciting one today. We're getting right back into the PSA card collection. If you missed the other videos, we finally made it into the PSA 9, so we're going to be digging back into that today. So can't wait for that. Now, I also wanted to say thank you so much for all the support so far. If you see, we're almost at 400 subscribers, so I can't wait. We're almost at 500. So thank you so much for all the comments, the likes, everything. Keep up with the comments. I always respond. I love questions, and please feel free to drop any video recommendations as well. I take all of them into consideration, so thank you so much. And we're actually running a very exciting and special giveaway at 500 subscribers, so we're almost there. It is going to be a collaboration giveaway, so I'm not going to say with who yet. We'll find out very soon, and I can't wait to get there. So we're almost there, 500. Thanks so much. Keep up with the support. I really appreciate it. I love you guys. Mwah! Now, with that out of the way, let's get right into the video. This is a really exciting one, so I can't wait to show you guys that. Let's get right into it. Okay, we got our first card here. Boom! We got the Shining Mew from Shining Legends, which is a 2017 set. Really interesting. I wasn't collecting at the time when this came out, but apparently it was really exciting when it came out. Then it kind of fizzled out, but I think now it's actually one of those really interesting sets that tried to get, you know, those Shining card vibes from the past. So really, really cool. I've been trying to collect them all on a PSA 9. So in one of my last videos, I did have a mail day with the Shining Genesect. So I've been trying to collect the remainder of those in PSA 9. But what a gorgeous card. I mean, come on. Shining Mew. Let's go. Let's go. All right, next one here. Boom! We got the pre-release Dawn Fan Holo from Vivid Voltage. This is from the pre-release kits that came out way back in 2020. This was actually a huge set when it came out. Pikachu VMAX, the V, the Full Art V, and then the Rainbow VMAX as well. So really cool set. I think we have a couple more of these actually. So I just wanted to get into these three and kind of show them together. We have the Charizard, also PSA 9. We got the Snorlax, PSA 9. And then the Dawn Fan. So I wanted to get a set of PSA 9s for these, but it's actually really funny. I was able to get a PSA 10 Lugia from the pre-release for very cheap, maybe like 50 Canadian, which is like 35 US, which is dirt cheap. So I kind of broke the trend for the PSA 9. So I was thinking, you know what, maybe we'll cross over and get the 10s at some point. But super cool set, and the staff ones of these are even crazier. Crazy value, because apparently they were supposed to be the kind of last staff cards they ever did, but I have seen the Scarlet and Violet ones, and I think they have staff cards too. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, well, I guess we'll find out. All right, next card here. Boom! One of my favorite artworks of all time, the original, the OG Dragonite from Fossil set. So I love the rainbow background, and I just love Dragonite. If you know me, one of my top 3 favorite Pokemon. So this is the PSA 9. I wanted them both, the holo and the non-holo, in a PSA 9. So I was able to get this one. It's really clean, and it's interesting. When there's no holo, you can really see the background. It's super nice and rainbow here. So just love this artwork. It's so classic, iconic, and just so nostalgic. So happy to have this in the collection for sure. All right, next one here. Boom! This is a big boy. Big boy. This is an awesome card. Really interesting story too. I actually cracked this myself as a kid back in 2004. So I was like, what? Like 10, 11, 12, around there. I guess I can do simple math. So I was 11 or 12, depending on when this set came out. My birthday's in September. So really amazing that I was able to pull this myself, and it's a really clean card. I think it did have a shot at a 10, if you can see. Really clean holo too. And interestingly enough, in one of my recent returns, I went live on Instagram, and we got the Charizard EX in a PSA 9 too, but I also opened myself. So really cool. Love to have this in the collection. Super nostalgic. And I mean, Venusaur EX, the first Venusaur like EX that was ever made. I don't know if there's like another one, but this is the classic and iconic EX from that era. So really cool. All right, what do we got next? Boom! We got the Zapdos EX from Fire Red and Leaf Green as well. Same set as the Venusaur. But this was actually a secret rare, if you can see. 116 out of 112. So they had the cracked ice kind of hollow foil for all three, the Articuno, Moltres, and Zapdos. So really excited to have this. Once again, I was able to open it myself. Completely insane. Either I was really lucky or I just opened a shitload of packs. Maybe a bit of both, but that luck has not followed me into my later years of life. My luck is really not that good for opening packs. But we'll have to open some on the channel soon, 100%. So really happy to have this in the collection. One of those cards that would be tough to sell for me, just has so much emotional and nostalgic value for me. I mean, opening it myself, having it in a binder for 20 years and then getting a PSA 9, no better feeling. I mean, if it was a 10, it would be nice, but we take the 9s, baby. All right, what do we got next? Boom! Speak of the devil, there he is. I forgot he was in here. So this is a holo PSA 9 Dragonite, the original OG from the Fossil set. And since I got back into the hobby, I really wanted one of these in a PSA 9. I mean, the 10s are just crazy. Pretty low populations and very expensive. But to have a holo of this is really nice. So really excited to have this in the collection to go along with the non-holo. All right, what do we got next, baby? Boom! Okay, really interesting story on this one. So you probably can't even tell because the artwork is the same. It's also in Japanese, but the HP and the damage is a little bit different. But this is from CP6, so the 20th expansion anniversary, whatever you want to call it. But basically, in other words, it was the Japanese version of Evolution. So I think they nailed the artwork. This looks much closer to the original Japanese Charizard than the English one does in Evolutions. So if you didn't know the HP and the damage, I mean, this looks like the original one. So cool story, because this was one of the first graded cards I ever bought back in 2021. It was, I think, in like just around the time I started the Instagram page, so maybe March, April, May. I paid 430 Canadian, which is around 290 US. So at the time it was actually a good deal, but now it's dropped quite a bit. Super happy to have this, especially as my first graded card. And you can see, I mean, I think it had a real shot at a 10. I don't know why it got the 9, but we take it. We take it. All right, we got 4 more cards here, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. What do we got next? Boom! Let's go! Ever since I got back into the hobby, I wanted to get all the original first edition cards. Well, not cards, but starters in a PSA 9. So this is the OG from 1999, the first set ever in English. First edition base, baby. Shadowless, of course. If you didn't know, every first edition card is shadowless. Some people get it a bit confused because there is shadowless by itself, but there's also first edition, and then every card is shadowless. So this is the Yellow Cheeks version, not as crazy as the Red Cheek variant, but I wanted to have all the starters in a PSA 9. So what do we got next? Boom! We got the Squirtle on the whatever the hell he's standing on. No one knows what that is. Let me know in the comments what you think this is. To me, it's like a bunch of bubbles in the middle of like a swamp or something. Purple bubbles. I have no idea. Anyways, classic Mitsuhiro Arita artwork, baby. Where am I? There it is. Now, if you can see, this kind of has that 3D first edition stamp. You can't really tell, but the writing of the edition piece is kind of like almost like a bubble looking, almost like 3D artwork. So that's kind of cool. I don't know if that adds to the value or takes away from it, but it's okay. We got this in a PSA 9, so happy with this one. All right, what do we got next? Boom! Okay! Oh man, cool story about this one. Back in, I think it was 2021, I bought 3 of these raw. All minty copies for 45 Canadian each. It's funny, I had this weird thing. I just remember every single price that I paid for a card. It just kind of pops at the top of my head. So I remember $45 a piece raw. I got them graded. So we got 2 PSA 9s here. Both really clean, but we ended up getting a PSA 10. So I've shared it on my Instagram before, but slowly as we get into the PSA 10s here, I will show it in one of these videos too. So was really happy about that. Really good deal, and you can't go wrong. I mean, classic, iconic artwork. It's the OG Charizard artwork, Mitsuhiro Arita. You can't go wrong. Obviously, there's the holo version as well in Evolutions, but we will take the reverse holo, baby. Absolutely. So these are awesome. Alright guys, that's the end of this one. Thanks so much for joining me. If you're enjoying the content so far, please hit that subscribe button and turn on the bell for all the notifications. And if you liked it, smash that like button, baby. Let's get to 25 likes on this one if we can. That would be awesome. And once again, we have a giveaway at 500 subscribers, so keep up the support and we'll get there soon. And as always, good morning, good evening, and good night, and we'll see you in the next video. Love you guys. Good night, take care. Good night. Bye, bye, bye.